Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm winter camping. It's supposed to go down to minus 14 degrees Celsius. We're gonna be doing some hot tent camping, gonna do some cooking, and throughout the video, I'll share with you what I'm doing to keep warm throughout the camp, overnight, and all that business. So let's get to it. See, the road is pretty snowed in where I came in. It's pretty thin. And I did actually take a quick jaunt into the bush, and I think I found a really cool spot that's gonna do really good for the night. Just got to unpack everything. I won't be too far away from the cart, so if I have to make 2 trips instead of one large, really hard trip, I can do that. So I opted for the heavy load all at once because I need to get down there. I have maybe an hour of light left, not sure, so it looks like I'll be collecting wood in the dark, but I would like to get the tent set up, if possible, before the dark comes. Okay, so I finally made it in here, and over here, there's a nice big clearing that I can set everything up in. And of course, my sled setup totally came apart halfway here, and I had to make about 3 trips to come and get it. Part of the thing about doing this kind of camping is solving the problems as they come up and like adapting to the situation, right? Things go wrong, that's what happens, so you gotta adapt to them. I gotta get moving though, I still got a shovel. That was tough. I almost went home. I had a number of things go wrong, and I was almost at the point where I'm like, maybe I should pack up and go, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick this out. Just having myself a little energy bar before I get the tent set up. It's 5:52 right now. It's pitch black, but the tent will be set up soon enough. Oh, I'll tell you, stopping for a minute, I sure got cold. I was hot, but I got to get this set up. I'm gonna have to move pretty quick because I don't want to get too cold. This thing is pretty neat. That green string there is as long as the tent is there. So that's where your tent peg is gonna go, over there. And then you just kind of go on each line and put your peg at the end of the string on each line. And then your tent lines up, your tent pegs line up perfectly with that. I used to think it was kind of a useless thing, but I found it to make things a lot quicker. It's looking like a tent now. Oh yeah, so the tent is set up. I still have to cut some wood, which I'm gonna do shortly. First, I'm gonna make some coffee though, because it's getting late, and if I don't have my coffee soon, I won't be able to have any coffee because I won't be able to sleep tonight. And my feet are getting cold, so I do have to get to some wood soon. I have 2 pairs of socks on, and that's been really good. But the thing is, as soon as you start moving, stop moving, everything starts to get cold, and it happens fast, right? My butane might be frozen, I don't know. Okay, I'm getting some gas flow. There we go. Got it. So the butane was so cold that it wasn't coming out. I couldn't bring this to a boil. So I brought my buddy heater, luckily, to heat up the butane so the butane could heat up the coffee. Oh, and that's gonna be good. Ah, so hot. It's past my coffee time. My coffee time's supposed to end at 7, and it's almost 8 o'clock, and I still haven't even cut any wood. I guess that's less wood I have to cut. I got the cot set up. I just wanted to kind of get things sort of set up. It's pretty messy in here right now. What I'm going to do is go cut some wood after I have a little coffee. The buddy heater's on. I'm going to leave that on while I'm out cutting wood. So it's time to go cut some wood now. It's minus 14 degrees Celsius out here.
That comes to 6.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
My feet are freezing, so I want to get it nice and toasty warm in there. Okay, that looks like a pretty good one right there. It's not too tall, looking good. Yeah. So I'm gonna get the fire started in the tent before I cut the rest of this wood. Really want to get it nice and warm in there. We're just slightly above 0 degrees Celsius, so 32 degrees Fahrenheit. The little buddy heater on low did pretty good. We're gonna get it super warm in here though. Joanna made these. These are pine cones dipped in wax, and I don't know if you can see, but they have a little like wick there, right there. And so these are fire starters. Ladies and gentlemen, we have success. Yeah, the fire's going nice now. It's reading 21 degrees Celsius now. I'm loving that. I've only eaten one meal today, so I am gonna have to start cooking dinner soon. But I do have to clean up as well, and I have to get my bedding out. I want to talk about like keeping warm. You've seen some things I've been doing, but and give you a good look at everything in case you're interested in that sort of thing. But so I'm going to clean the mess up on my bed, get organized, and then figure out how I'm going to film cooking in here, because I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but I'll figure it out. So the bed is all set up, and I'll show you everything, but I got to cook first. Oh, this is long awaited. 2 wraps. Super awesome. Can't wait to eat it. It's been a rough go a little bit, like filming and everything. It was hard to change angles in here because I'm feeling very crowded right now. That's awesome. I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna come back because it is time to eat. I've got my sleeping bag. This is a thick sleeping bag here. It's rated minus 32 degrees Celsius or 25 degrees Fahrenheit. So down here I have the mattress, the air mattress here. This is rated for R5. And then underneath here, I have, you know, one of these kind of things here. And then I've got my cot. Right now I'm wearing a t-shirt underneath here and a sweater. And then I'm wearing just a pair of pants, like hiking pants. And then I'm wearing these here. And these here are very warm. They don't breathe very well though, so that's an issue. So I'm actually sweating underneath. My base layer is wet. So I planned for that because when you're sweating, you don't want to freeze, because that's all gonna freeze on your body and everything, and that is no good. So I've got a complete top and bottom base layer right here. And so I'm just hanging that up to let it warm. I'm also putting on 2 pairs of fresh socks and possibly a fresh t-shirt. And then I'll have this hoodie still. When I go to bed, I'll be wearing my ski pants and I'll be wearing my jacket and my balaclava, because I do not want to be cold. It's minus 14 out there. And I'm new to this too, so maybe I'll find out that that's overkill. The fire won't be running because I don't want to wake up every hour, half an hour, 45 minutes having to load this up because I'm freezing. That's why I brought the buddy heater. I'm going to be using the buddy heater on low all night. So I've got a fresh tank that should last me 5 to 6 hours. And then I've got 2 partial tanks. So I should have no problem making it through the night. As you saw earlier, it got it up to about 0. So if it's 0 in here and I'm in all of this stuff, it might be too much. I'm also going to be filling up this Nalgene here with hot water. So I've got water warming up in here because Nalgene's can handle hot water. That's going right in the sleeping bag. It's going to warm it up nicely. So, but the important thing to remember about sleeping bags, winter ones, and any sleeping bag, if you're cold already, they're not going to warm you up. What it is that they hold the heat in. So if your body's warm, you get into your sleeping bag, you're going to stay warm as long as you're all bundled up tight. This sleeping bag has like a hood, and it's got, you can go on the collar. I've got so many layers on tonight, I could probably almost just sleep like that. That's going in my sleeping bag. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna zip this up a little bit. Hey, just getting some water for the morning. Gotta put this on the fire. And now I think I'm going to put another log or 2 on the fire, change out of my wet stuff. It's 1 o'clock, so yeah, it's time for me to go to bed. It was really hard to get into the sleeping bag like this, but I know I'm gonna be nice and cozy, so I'll see you in the morning and we'll see what happens. Good morning, folks. This is the part of the video where I forgot to plug in my microphone to my camera properly, and I'm just sitting here at about 8:30 in the morning talking about how freaking hot I was last night. I ended up having to take off my jacket and my ski pants. It was so hot in there. I didn't sleep for probably 2 hours, I'm sure. I didn't take the stuff off at first because I didn't know if I was going to end up being too cold after, once everything really cooled down. But overall, I had way too many things on. So I ended up tossing my sleeping mattress down on the ground. Oh, look, I'm burning plastic on the stove. Awesome. Anyway, I couldn't use the mattress because I kept sliding off of it. The mattress against the bag was very slippery. The bag is very big, so it was bigger than the mattress, and I kept wanting to slide to one side or the other off of the mattress. Once I got rid of the mattress, though, I was steady and I actually slept not too bad. One cool thing is when you have your Nalgene in your sleeping bag, you can take it out and you have water ready to go for the morning that's not frozen. What I really need now, though, I think, is a coffee. And here's some cool coffee pouring sound effects. And here's a nice top view of the bed. And look at that fire roaring first thing in the morning. It feels good. And here is where I touched it to the stove. So I'll have to patch that up. And this was my pillow. This was just my clothes from yesterday. It worked pretty good. Oh, it's hot. So I've decided I'm gonna have some breakfast. Not the breakfast I was planning. I brought like bacon and eggs and stuff, but my pan has burnt rice on it, stuck to it, and I don't feel like dealing with that this morning. So, breakfast of champions, I'm having a plant-based energy bar, some potato chips, and my leftover burrito from yesterday. Just gonna sit, enjoy for a few minutes. I cut some extra wood so I can have that on while I'm packing because I was almost out of wood. But it is nice and toasty in here. I think I'll start with some chips. Yeah, so these tanks, if I buy one in the store, after the Enviro levy and taxes, they're $13.99 each. So I've been refilling my own, and it costs me $1.34 to fill one of these. I get a 20-pound tank and fill from that. I know some people disagree with that, but they charge you way too much for these. And if I can save the money, recycle the bottles and everything like that, that works great. It's a win-win as far as I'm concerned. So that's a big savings. This is a giant sleeping bag, and it's got to fit in this small bag here. Like that. Look how big it is. Bang, yo. Oh, I've got my sled out here and a tarp over here just so I can move stuff out of the tent as it's ready because it gets pretty crowded in there. Just putting the last of my wood in. This is going to be it. One last heater while we're getting ready. And then we'll pack the rest of the stuff up. It's going to be scorching in here right away. But I like it warm while I'm packing up. Just seen some better days. Sun's coming out. That's the trail I came in on. So the hot stove still has a little bit of wood to burn in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few things back to the car because it's not too far away. And I think I'm going to end the video here because I just want to enjoy the last little bit of time that I have out here without having to worry about filming or anything else. I just kind of want to take some time for myself to enjoy it. So it was a good camp. I learned a lot on this one. I'm going to say that. It was difficult at times. My organization is not the best. I'm going to say it's a lot easier when Joanna's here because I have two people. But this is great. I learned a lot and I actually really enjoyed myself too. So of course, and if you're not learning, I don't know what you're doing. So that's it, folks. check out one of these videos here that YouTube is recommending. And remember the most important thing, folks, take care of yourself. And I'll see you in the next video.